9 worst NBA players of all time. Number 9, Menke Batir. He was undrafted and was 26 years old when he played his first season. He was old, inexperienced, and not very talented. Standing 6'11", 290 pounds, built like a brick wall, he also played like a brick wall. Menke Batir looked like he was moving in slow motion. His stats are so bad that it's actually kind of impressive. He has more career turnovers than he has assists and more career fouls than he has field goals. He is one of the worst defensive players in NBA history. But in 2003, by some miracle, he is on the Spurs dynasty team with Tim Duncan and those legends. I don't know how he convinced Coach Greg Popovich to be on that team. That season, my man Menke Batir averaged a dominating 0.8 points per game, an efficient 23% field goal percentage, a record-breaking 0% from the free throw line. But the best part, Menke Batir won a championship that season. He has more rings than Allen Iverson. Number 8, Patrick O'Brien. Every game, it was a competition for Patrick. The competition was, can I score more than 1 point this game? In most games, Patrick O'Brien lost that competition. 7 feet tall, but he couldn't score, couldn't pass, couldn't rebound, couldn't block. This guy stinks! NBA scouts said, quote, no motor, no feel, no clue. Saying that an NBA player has no feel for basketball is crazy, but that's what they said, not me. Patrick O'Brien wasn't just bad at basketball. He also didn't care that he was bad at basketball. His coaches were begging him to try. Patrick, please put in a little effort. Patrick, please try to get better. I think it's ironic that he shares the same last name as Kobe because he is the opposite of everything Kobe stood for. Patrick O'Brien's only skill was being a magician because somehow he tricked 4 different teams into signing him until they all finally realized he stinks. Number 7, LaRue Martin. This one is special because he was the number 1 overall pick in 1972. Number 1 overall pick, and he's in this video. The Blazers could have drafted Julius Erving or Bob McAdoo, 2 Hall of Famers, but instead they got LaRue Martin. What does LaRue rhyme with? It rhymes with doo-doo, and he played like doo-doo. He was amazing in college. He even had a game with 30 points and 20 rebounds. And that game was against Hall of Famer Bill Walton. But in the NBA, he was a disaster. His best NBA moments was during the warm-ups. That's the only time he could make a shot, in the layup lines. As a number 1 pick, they gave him so many chances. But in 4 years, he somehow was getting worse every season. First, he was getting 5 points per game as a starter. Then the coaches moved him to the bench. Then he was so bad, he started sitting on the bench the whole game, getting 0 minutes. He was so bad that literally any minutes on the court would hurt the team's chances of winning. But it gets worse because now LaRue blamed his coach. He said his coach, Jack McCloskey, never believed in him. Bro, with a 36% field goal percentage, I wouldn't believe in you either. In that moment, you gotta believe in yourself. Take accountability. Say, hey, I stink right now, but let me fix that, let me get better. But that's not what he did. By year 4, he was completely out of the league. No NBA team wanted him, and is now the worst number 1 pick of all time. Number 6, Rafael Araujo. His nickname was the Nightmare because he gave Raptors fans nightmares. 6'11", with the footwork of a refrigerator, hands like bricks. This guy was awful. His most famous clip, missing a wide open dunk and then yelling like he got fouled. Buddy, no one is next to you. You just got blocked by the rim. You can't say you got fouled. And once again, he was a top pick. Not number 1, but he was the number 8 pick. He was expected to be good. But instead of good, what did we get? 2 points per game, 2 fouls per game, 1 turnover per game, 36% field goal percentage, 53% free throw percentage. I want to vomit. But wait, he's so tall. At least he got blocks, right? 0.1 blocks per game. Come on, Raphael, do something! Number 5, Cherokee Parks. One of the coolest names in NBA history, but nothing cool about how he played basketball. He was a Duke legend, drafted 12th overall, and his job was to bring offense, to bring toughness, and to bring skill to the Dallas Mavericks. And what did he bring? 3 points per game as a starter. How do you start and get 3 points per game? That should be impossible. That's not even bad. We need to think of a new word to describe how awful that is. Cherokee Parks was on the court just running laps, doing cardio. I know what you're thinking. It's his first season. He just needs more time. Season 2, still 3 points per game. He was drafted for his offense, and the worst part of his game was his offense. And his defense wasn't any better. Every scouting report said the same thing. He's too slow, too stiff, and too soft. But against all odds, one of the greatest miracles we've seen in this world, Cherokee Park somehow lasted 9 years in the NBA. 7 different NBA teams gave this man a chance. Honestly, I think it's because he was tall. Because if you're 6'5" and you play like this, you're getting released after 1 game. You're not surviving 9 years in the NBA. Number 4, Anthony Bennett. Some of you might be old enough to remember him. The number 1 overall pick in the 2013 NBA draft. Here's the crazy thing. He wasn't expected to go number 1. It was a shock to everyone, including himself. And Anthony Bennett was not ready for the moment at all. His first NBA game, 0 points. It's okay, everyone has rough games. Game 2, 0 points. Game 3, he really stepped up. Game 3, we saw what Anthony Bennett was really capable of. 2 points. Anthony Bennett was out of shape from the beginning. Some players get out of shape later in their career when they're old. But as a rookie number 1 pick, you're out of shape? Get in the gym, bro! Out of shape, couldn't defend, and for some reason only known to him, this guy kept taking threes. His 3-point percentage was 26%, but he was taking them like he was Steph Curry. And Steph Curry, with a blindfold on and both arms tied behind his back, would have had a higher percentage than 26%. Anthony Bennett lasted 1 season with the Cavaliers. Do you know how horrible you have to be the number 1 pick and your team gives up on you after 1 season? I've never seen that in my entire life. He went to the Wolves, then the Raptors, then the Nets, and every team he went on got worse. Every team he joined, coincidentally, missed the playoffs that year. He had the talent, but he just didn't try. Like his 3-point shot, he got worse. He had a season with 21% from 3. That's down from 26%, yet he kept taking them. And that same season, he averaged 0.0 assists per game. Pass the ball, Anthony. You don't know how to shoot. Number 3, Hasheem the Beat. 7'3" with a 7'6" wingspan, taken number 2 overall in the 2009 NBA draft. Drafted ahead of James Harden, drafted ahead of Steph Curry, the Grizzlies thought they were getting the next Hakeem Olajuwon. Instead, they got the first 7-footer in history who forgot how to block a shot. This man was 7'3", but couldn't get 3 rebounds a game. He was 7'3", but couldn't get 1 block a game. Players forgot that he was even on the court because he made such a small impact, they could ignore him. His whole thing was his defense. He was supposed to be the next Hakeem, but he was useless on defense and even more useless on offense. He was so unplayable, the Grizzlies did something they never did before. They sent him to the D-League. The number 2 pick was sent to the D-League before the All-Star break. They didn't even wait until the All-Star break. It's crazy. But when he came back up to the NBA, he proved everyone wrong. He started to dominate. No, he didn't. I wish he did. Actually, he was even worse when he came back. His second season, 1.2 points per game. Season 3, 1.1 points per game. This dude had no feel for basketball at all. By year 5, he was already done. NBA teams gave up on him. One of the biggest wastes of physical gifts we have ever seen. Number 2, Michael Ruffin, the record breaker, because he's the only NBA player ever who played 20 minutes per game and still only averaged 2 points. Okay, fine, 2.6 points. That was his rookie stats. Good news, guys, he played 9 seasons in the NBA. Bad news, after that rookie season, he never averaged more than 2.6 points. 9 years of being under 2.6 points. Michael Ruffin, in my opinion, has the worst play in NBA history. I beg you, just look at this right here. I can watch that 100 times and not get bored. In his career, he scored 716 points. In his career, he had 865 fouls. More fouls than points? And number 1, Jameson Curry. He's got James in his name. He's got Curry in his name. He's gotta be a legend, right? Let's watch his entire NBA career. And it's all over after 3.9 seconds. Jameson Curry never played in the NBA again, finishing his career with an impressive 0 points, 0 rebounds, 0 assists, and 1... Oh wait, what's the 1 for? Oh, the number 1 worst player in NBA history. But what if every NBA player was in their prime?